She's Dinah.
And she's Tubbs.
And we're country girls getting down on reality TV. And our quest to watch and review every reality show out there. We want tonight to review Moonshiners. Now, I like that show. You know, and what gets me these names, you know, you kind of think, oh, what's it going to be like? How's it going to be? And I don't care what the name is, they reel you in. You have to watch them. Because I just fell in love and wanted to know more and more about Popcorn Sutton. We've talked about him and talked a little bit about his life. But he was one of a kind.
Yes.
And basically, it's what the name says. They are making moonshine. And then my favorite ones, Tickle and Tim?
Tickle and Tim.
And Tickle and Tim, and who are some others? Do you know of any of the other names? But basically, it's the Moonshiners, and then it's the Revenuers.
Yeah. And I love how they're always on their tail, but they can never catch them.
The agents are always out there, too, and they got the camouflage on, and so it shows their side of it, and it shows then the Moonshiners' side of it. And they go out and you see them, and sometimes they're nervous and they're getting their cover and getting their jugs up there and their water and their logs. And then when the people come to buy it, I just can't help but feel a little nervous for them. Can you?
Yeah, oh, when they back up in there.
Oh, yeah, he says, no, don't get out of your truck. I'll let you know when to go. I mean, you know, and then, you know, woo, it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah, and he loads like 100 gallons in like no time.
Oh yeah, just
he picks up like 5 at a time and sets them in there, and I mean it's crazy.
And I liked it the night they made the banana, and he said they would get $100 a gallon.
500-pound bananas, wasn't it? They got 500.
Oh, I can't remember that. I just remember when he said he would be getting $100 for a gallon of the banana moonshine.
Yeah, because he said, don't you remember, he said that he, the only fruit that they had available, he said, I'll get you 500 pounds of bananas. And that guy said, it don't matter, it's fruit, whatever. Wow. They wanted apple or something, but I think they bought it off a truck driver that was going out. They ended up getting some of his bananas.
Really?
Yeah, there's no telling what they paid him for them, you know.
But I just like the whole, you know, I want to know what these cameramen that go with them and are shooting this, how they feel about it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they're probably scared to death. I would be.
But you know, then that leads me to think, I mean, how in the world are you going to go up in there in the hills and hide if you've got a ding-dang camera crew going with you?
Well, I thought too, they may have cameras set up out there. Well, I know they do, watching their stuff.
Right, now they said that.
Yeah, they got cameras, they have to, you know. But
I liked it the day when, was it Tickle right on the back of the truck with somebody, and they done the corner, and their was it a makeshift steel or whatever?
Yeah.
And it fell off, and they had to get it back on. Yes, because Tim was waiting, and then they had to get it fixed and repair it and all that and go. And because Tim was like, "Oh, it's a good thing nobody come along when that happened."
That the steel, it was.
But I knew something was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen the way they were. The man was talking. I thought, yeah, that's going to fall off something. Sure enough, it did. But I just think it's just an interesting show watching these people. And I really enjoyed watching that Popcorn Sutton. And I love that little truck he drove. And he always had that cigarette in his mouth and skinny.
I'd like to go to Tennessee and try to find some of his moonshine.
That's what we need to do. We need to go on a quest for Popcorn Sutton's moonshine.
Maybe we could film it and show
it instead of a wine tasting, moonshine taste testing. I don't know. You know, I watched Heat of the Night, and they were showing about that illegal moonshine, and them kids were going blind and everything else from drinking it. So I just, I don't know.
Moonshine makes you blind. There would be a lot of blind people.
You think?
Right now, yeah, because there's a lot of people.
See, I'd be afraid to go and try to buy it or anything, because I'd be afraid that it would be the Revenuers anyway, and then I'd be going to jail. And that'd be my luck. First time I went out to buy some moonshine, and I'd end up in the jail. Smile, you know, from my mug shots. So I don't know, but I do like that show because it's just interesting. It's a different way of life. Those people that live up in the hills, but Tim and Tickle are trying to take theirs legal. I mean, it just takes money to, like everything else, it takes money to do it. And so they're trying to get enough. But with these moonshiners, though, a lot of it goes way back. It was their daddies and granddaddies and great-granddaddies that did this, and so that's what they know.
Yeah, that's all. Well, you know, when, I know you probably seen the documentary part of Moonshiners,
Right.
and it showed Popcorn Sutton, and it showed his wife walking into where his still used to be. I mean, he had a nice place where the ATF come in there and tore everything up. You remember seeing that part?
Yes.
And I mean, if you look around, he had like a cement block walls underground. I mean, he had it.
And you know, there's another reality show out there that I started watching, and it was American Diggers and Rick Savage, the wrestler. Who knew? Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. But you get big money for an old steel if it's, you know, and this one to me didn't look like it was in great condition, but you get big bucks for stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, if somebody went in, but like you said, if it's all busted up, probably wouldn't be worth much. But especially if it's Popcorn Sutton's, it probably would be worth a good penny. Oh boy, it probably would. But I enjoy this show. And
yeah, I love Moonshiners.
it just, you can't help but get sucked into the show. You really can't.
Right.
And it probably don't hurt maybe to have a toddy or two while you watch it. What do you think?
Oh, you're probably right.
Me, of course, I drink tea.
And me, of course, I drank Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew. That good old Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Moonshiners, and I give it a 5. I mean,
5, yeah. I agree.
I like to watch it. In fact, I've been watching because, you know, seeing if they've got some new ones coming on. And
as a matter of fact, we need to just go ahead, get our manager Bull to kind of get us a date going together, and we need to head to Tennessee.
we do.
Road trip with set out in mind to find some Popcorn Sutton moonshine.
We should. We should.
Bring it back, show it. What do you think?
We should. We should.
You need to talk to our manager about that.
We should. And I'll tell you something else. Moonshiners is one of them shows I can't help. Now I'll catch myself watching reruns.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
And then halfway through, Ken, you'll say, you know, I think we might have seen this one before. And I'm like, you think? You know, but anyway. But Moonshiners.
Listen, I'll tell you something else. I think I've told you and Kenny about this, but Popcorn Sutton, there's a video out right now. Well, it's not out right now. I mean, it's been out, I'm sure, but it's called The Wild and Wonderful Whites, excuse me, of West Virginia. And they're all huge moonshiners too, okay? MTV does a documentary on them, and Popcorn Sutton is in this documentary.
And this is history.
It's unbelievable. And he talks, and I know that it's got to be before he killed himself, because he's like talking. They're interviewing him. Okay, so I mean, that's something. I need to get that over so you and Kenny can watch that. That's really interesting. And he was a interesting man.
Oh, I bet.
He was. I mean, it talks a lot about him, and they interview him, and it's really interesting. So, but we have got to go.
Yes.
That's our next question.
And we need to show James and Sean when they were in 11th or 12th grade. They had to do, and it was in that era where, you know, they would do the illegal runs, and, you know, and they portray this. They put on a show about moonshiners, and James was the runner and Sean was Bojangles the cop, I think, and it was, we're going to have to show that. It's hysterical. It is hysterical. Oh, I nearly wet my britches watching it, laughing.
Was that outside doing it?
Oh yeah, it was good. Bridget was filming it, it was good. Or Gidget was, I believe. But if you haven't watched the Moonshiners, you need to watch it, because it is an interesting show.
Yeah,
interesting show. So get you an episode, catch it.